And Brett, the rumor mill is working overtime here on potential staff changes remaining at the White House. You remember the other day and last week, the president suggested that there are more changes ahead. We don't know if these are going to happen, but we are told that there could be a bloodbath, if not tomorrow, then Friday at the latest. In the top of the changes, I'm being told to watch for H.R. McMaster, the National Security Advisor, to be replaced by Ambassador John Bolton. Another potential change coming up, VA Secretary David Shulkin out to be replaced by Energy Secretary Rick Perry. Though Rick Perry has been telling people that he really likes it over at Energy and really isn't not inclined to move over to the VA. Possibly replacing Perry at Energy would be the Overseas Private Investment Corporation Chairman Ray Washburn. And another possible departure that's rumored, this one may be further off, John Kelly to potentially be replaced by OMB Director Mick Mulvaney. Some people I've talked to say that the president may be in a position where he simply wants to rip the Band-Aid off and get this all done in one fell swoop. Other people are saying, well, some of these cabinet changes may take a little longer than, say, swapping out your national security advisor. There was one addition to the White House today. After days of it being rumored, the president announced the new head of his National Economic Council.
Great.
In an interview with his current employer, Business Channel CNBC, Larry Kudlow today confirmed he will be the president's new chief economic advisor.
We're going to get on to infrastructure. Yeah, we're going to get on to trade also. He's completely in command. And as he always does, not only does he explain stuff he's thinking, but he asks questions. If I try to, give him the Kudlow thing, he's going to come back, and he's a smart man.
While President Trump and Kudlow don't see eye to eye on every issue, they have known each other for decades. Kudlow was one of President Trump's earliest supporters during the campaign.
I've known him a long time. We don't agree on everything, but in this case, I think that's good. I want to have a divergent opinion. We agree on most. He now has come around to believing in tariffs as also a negotiating point.
Reaction from business was glowing. The National Association of Manufacturers saying President Trump has chosen a tremendous advocate for free enterprise and competitiveness in the United States to lead his economic team. One potential pitfall: with the White House process under a microscope, can Kudlow get a security clearance? In the early 90s, he had a significant addiction to cocaine and alcohol. For many prospective employees, that could be a deal breaker. But it was a long time ago. Kudlow went through treatment, and he says he's been sober ever since.
My life has had twists and turns. With God's grace, I'll have 23 years clean and sober.
In another personnel move, Jeff Sessions is considering whether to fire FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. McCabe left his post at the FBI January 29th, but his official retirement date is Sunday. The FBI Office of Professional Responsibility recommended to Sessions that McCabe be terminated because of negative findings in a pending Inspector General's report. If McCabe is fired by close of business Friday, he could lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in retirement benefits. In a statement, DOJ spokeswoman Sarah Isgur Flores told Fox News the department follows a prescribed process by which an employee may be terminated. That process includes recommendations from career employees, and no termination decision is final until the conclusion of that process. President Trump made no mention of the staffing issues today. His only public appearance, a tax reform roundtable at the plant where Boeing makes F-18 jet fighters. The president again tilting toward the possibility of another tax cut.
We're actually going for a phase 2, which will help, in addition to the middle class, will help companies, and it's going to be something I think very special.
President Trump so far has a relatively low-key day on the schedule for tomorrow. The one public appearance he has so far is meeting with the Irish Taoiseach, that is the Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar, for the annual St. Patrick's Day visit. But you can bet, Brett, all eyes are going to be on the president's personnel file, watching for the next move.
We'll watch it closely in coming days. John, thank you.